and today I'm going to be using these art crayons. I did a video on those if you're interested in learning more about the art crayons. These are Marabou art crayons, but they sell a variety of different kinds of art crayons. I have a canvas here. This just has white paint on it. It's also a magnet, but that doesn't matter. I did a few test runs on this one and just wiped them off. So, just to make sure that this canvas worked for this, but you can experiment. This one does not have any white paint on it, so it's just like a chipboard kind of canvas. It has a little bit of texture to it. You can do this on paper as well. You definitely want something that is a little less porous, or to use some gesso or white paint on it if you're using paper, just so that they resist. So what we're going to be doing today is doing a reverse resist. So I'm going to be putting down my color, then putting on my stencil and lifting off color. So that is the goal. And I'm just going to be doing 2 colors. I did 3 earlier. Didn't really like the way that was vibing. I also did a video on how to make your own stencils, but you can use any stencil that you have, or you can just wipe it off in certain areas with the paper towel and experiment with that, or just run a brush through it and make lines and things. Okay, so I'm just going to add my magenta. These come in so many colors, so you really can just do whatever you want. And then I'm gonna add some yellow. These really go a long ways too, so I haven't even rolled these out since I bought them, and I've done a ton of artwork, but they have quite a bit of product in there, so you really get your money's worth. I know that another brand makes one that are called gelato sticks that are really cool too. Don't know the brand name though. I think it's, no, I don't know. Oh, it's starting to get off camera. Get back over there. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of this magenta over the center, just so I get kind of a gradient. And then I'm going to take my finger, and I'm going to blend. So I did do a wet blend for another video. I'm just going to go down the sides a little bit here. And I find that doing this dry really allows you to get the most pigment on there. Darkest, richest colors. And I like to switch when I'm getting into my lighter color into another finger, just so that I don't overblend. Okay, so it's like a little sunset there. So I'm just gonna wipe off my fingers. And because it's a water-soluble medium, you can just wash your hands. You're supposed to be doing a lot of that anyways, so it's a good time to wash your hands. And then I'm just gonna take a paper towel, just a dry one, nothing on it. And my stencil. So again, this is dry. You can, if you don't want to blend with your fingers, you can blend with a brush or a damp sponge, and you can blend it out and then just let it dry before this next step. So you just want to work on something that's dry. Now these art crayons, they don't dry in the typical sense of being, not transferable. Like, see, I touch it and it'll come up. These are a lot like oil pastels where they never dry down. You can seal your project afterwards if you really want to. I don't mind. With this, I might put some like Mod Podge Dimensional Magic over it, and that's a really cool mixed media product as well. It gives kind of a sheen as well. and like just a little layer of goodness. So it's almost like putting it behind glass. So I'm just gonna lay my stencil on so that I get some good coloration. I like this red in there, so I really want to get some of that. So all this color is going to be wiped off. So you just want to make sure that you're getting into all your gradients sections. You could use a smaller stencil, but I really like how this one's kind of coming off. Okay, so now you just want to hold down your stencil firmly, or you can use tape and tape it down if necessary. And you just want to take your paper towel and you're just going to wipe in your stencil. See if you can really see that there. Get rid of that one. And it cleans off just so beautifully. And if you end up not liking it when you're done, you can just wipe the whole thing off and try again like I did. It does stain the canvas, which is good because you really want, you don't want it to be like canvas white underneath. And if you do, you can just wipe this off and then go in with some acrylic or whatever you please. And you just want to make sure you get all of them. You can turn your paper towel if you need to get a clean spot. You could use a rag for this and then wash it out. And for the tiny little tips in there, you can fold your paper towel into a corner, or your rag or whatever you're using. Q-tip would also work for this, and just get in those tiny little holes. Alright, I think that's looking good. I don't think I missed any little sections. And then you're just gonna lift up your stencil and bam, you have a reverse resist. So it looks like I put some resist on there and peeled it off. Nope, that is just me wiping off. And that's one of the really cool things that you can do with these art crayons. If you're into journaling, these are really great for that as well, because you can just do a lot of really fun things. You could do some lettering over here with some letter stencils, and you get a nice gradient. And I just really like that you can see just a hint of the color underneath from when you wipe it off. So I know that was a quick little tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed and that you try out art crayons. And you could also probably do this with pastels. If you used a little bit of oil on your paper towel, you could probably get them up. Haven't tried it, but I'm all up for experimenting with art. So give it a try, and if you make something, please share it with us on our Instagram. We would really love to see it. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.